continue halacha number 18, and it says, if they showed the Oleh, the place, that's Vinci, from which to read, and he recited the blessing, and afterwards they recall that this is not the correct place, but rather they should read from a different place, regardless of whether they have already begun to read or whether they have not begun. If the place where they were required to read was also open before him, even if it was a different column, further along than place they showed him, he is not required to repeat the blessing. For it is assumed that his intention was that for his blessing to be over the place for which he recited the blessing, and also over all that is open before him. So let's try to read. Let's read the commentary and we explain. Any open portion of the Sefer Torah that is after the place where which he recited the blessing may possibly be read as a part of the Aliyah. Since the text is visible to Oleh, it is considered to be included in a blessing. Okay, so here's the thing. So when we are being called for the Torah, to the Torah reader, so always ask if this Balkarei, he's not careful, always ask him, where is it? So he has to show you exactly where the Aliyah starts. In some places, they actually show if it's not too long, they show where it started, where it's finished. But it's only, I guess it's on Monday or Thursday or Shabbos Mincha, when like you have like a small passage. But if it's long, it could be like two pages away. It's not practical. So at least he must show you the beginning. So basically they're saying here what? They show you the beginning. Okay, it's all good. They show you the beginning of where to start reading. But then, and you already said the blessing, and they realize, oh yeah, it's wrong place. It's wrong place. So they say, if it was open, and it was after that, it was open on that page, right? So they say there is no problem. This Balkara can continue reading, because when you make the blessing, you did not make blessing only on this place that they show you. Okay, it's at the beginning, but also all of the material all of the text that is going to come after that. You understand? So of course, I mean, I understand that they show me the place in a column on the left. Right, but I understand the Aliyah could be this column and the next column. There is no contradiction. I would like in my mind, I would say blessing this column and that column. So if it was open, no problem. If it was not open, here's a different situation. However, if the correct place was not open before him, rather they would need to roll the Sefer Torah, even like a little, right, to get to the proper place. Or even if the correct place was open before him, but it is before the place where they showed him, he must repeat the blessing Asher Bocher Banu again. 72 commentary. Since it is located before the point over which he recited the blessing, it was not included in his blessing. So here's a different situation. Let's understand. Two situations. If this Torah portion was before the place that they show me. So, like in my mind, when I was looking at the Torah scroll, I would assume starting from here, going. I don't know how much material going forward, but not backwards. So this backwards, in my mind, they will already. I mean, what was before this point that they show me, they will be already ready, right? So that's why it is not covered. And if it was if they would need to roll the Sefer Torah to different location, also it's not covered. In this case, we must repeat the blessing again, because the blessing what I did before was in vain. That's for shalom, but that's the case. Make sense? Any questions, or we continue? Okay, continue then. However, he should not repeat Borku. Okay, so Borku stays, as we said before, interesting. So Borku is not part of the blessing of the Torah, it's a part of the procedure, two separate things. Borku he does not repeat, Asher B'Charbon, he does repeat. And he should first say Baruch Shem Kvot Malchus Olam Vayet, meaning there is no translation. May his kingdom be blessed forever and ever. Right? Why? Because he did the mistake, right? Of the first blessing. So meaning the first blessing was in vain. He has to rectify it. And of the first blessing that he recited in vain. If he had not yet said the entire blessing, but only the words Baruch Atah HaShem, he should conclude with the words Lamdeni Hukecha. All right, so here we go and we discuss in other Siman, I don't remember what was it, but how to avoid the blessing in vain, right? So it does not apply only here, but always. So when by the mistake, by any mistake, you say Baruch Atah Hashem, right? So stop, and you have to finish Lamdeni Hukecha. Lamdeni Hukecha is a pasuk from Tehillim. It says, "Blessed Yah Hashem, who teaches me your Torah, your laws," basically, right? So that's basically you just said the verse from Tehillim. There is no problem, and there is no problem to use the Hashem's name the way it is pronounced, because that's a complete verse from Tehillim. Okay. So basically, that's how you fix not only this, but all other situations also. Continue. And if the place from which he was required to read was before the place that they showed him, but it was closed in such a manner that they can read for him 3 verses before the place over which he recited the blessing, as it is within the day's portion, they should do so, and he should not repeat the blessing. Okay, so that's a different situation. So let's read it one more time and try to understand. So, we clear. Next situation, last one, and we stop here. And if the place from which he was required to read was before the place they showed him, right? But it was closed, okay, in such a manner that they can read for him 3 verses beyond the place over which he recited the blessing. Beyond the place, okay. As it is all within the day's portion, he should do so and should not repeat the blessing. So let's try to understand what it says here. So commentary number 74. Although they will begin to read with a portion that was not included in his blessing, since the reading will include the portion over which the blessing was recited, he is not required to recite new blessing. Okay, so see Mishnah Brura 149 rules that as long as the correct place was open before him, even if he was shown the later place, he does not recite the second blessing. Even if portion was shown to be will not be read. Okay. So Mishnah Brura says if it was okay. So I mean we can go by Mishnah Brura to make it simpler, and that's what we do. So if this portion was open, even if it was before, right, before the Aliyah, let's say 5 lines before the Aliyah. So after the fact, Mishnah Brura said do not repeat it. If it was before Aliyah and it was close, it was like covered, so he must repeat it. That's the thing. Okay.